my door and the world walks in. Living in a city of immigrants. Living in a city that never sleeps. My heart keeping time to 1,000 beats. Singing in languages I don't speak. Living in a city of immigrants. City of black. City of white. City of light. City of immigrants. City of sweat. City of tears. City of prayers. City of immigrants. Living in a city where the streets see what did I tell you, heart's fault. Living in a city where the dreams of man reach up to touch the sky and then tumble back down to earth again. Living in a city that never quits. Living in a city where the streets are paved with good intentions and the people's faith in a solemn promise and statue made. Living in a city of immigrants. City of stone. City of steel. City of wheels, constantly spinning. City of bone, city of skin, city of pain, city of immigrants. Listen close. All of us are immigrants. Every daughter and every son. Everyone is everyone. All of us are immigrants. Everyone. All right, so that's your part. I'll go through it line by line and we'll teach you how to sing it. All of us are immigrants. All of us every daughter, every son. Every daughter. Everyone is everyone. Everyone is everyone. All of us are immigrants. All of us are immigrants. Everyone. Okay, give it a try. All of us are immigrants. Every daughter
And if you have any doubt where I stand on these things, all you need to do is look at my little frog earrings. If you know, you know. They are from Portland. This is a song we did at our wedding.
And at various times for about 20 years before that. The Dutchman's not the kind of man to leave his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. That's a secret that only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the summer, Margaret brings him breakfast, she believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me.
The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, his corded cap attached to the love of Margaret's silver hair. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. So for those who don't know, I think you probably all know it. This is an Irish bouzouki.
As far as we know, this is not an Irish song.
No, this is more like a Cajun influence in terms of location.
I guess that's so, although that's sort of stretching the term Cajun pretty much. I was thinking Cajun and realizing that that's hardly a Cajun beat, but okay.
Yeah, but this takes place in New Orleans.
Yeah, it does take place in New Orleans. Okay. I'm walking in shadows I cannot see. Faces they smile as I fall or flee. Doors without windows all shuttered tight again. I just might pass this way again. I just might pass this way again. I just might pass this way. I just might pass this way again. The night she is hot, Creole girls they sing. My heart it is pounding, my ears they ring. The spell has been cast down in New Orleans again. I just might pass this way again. I just might pass this way again. I just might pass this way. I just might pass this way again. Locked in a room down in New Orleans, my blood is flowing fast. Locked in a room down in New Orleans, my blood is flowing fast. The night she is hot, Creole girls they sing. My heart it is pounding, my ears they ring. The spell has been cast down in New Orleans again. I just might pass this way again. I just might pass this way again. I just might pass this way. I just might pass this way again.
Yeah, that's an old Doobie Brothers song.
Oh, that's it.
That's,
remember when I forgot those words.
That's right. Good fault. We're keeping tabs.
We are. What are we doing
So
now?
we were just doing nothing for
Oh, we're switching instruments,
Oh, which means you need this.
which means I need
Stay
that.
rest, and you need to put this
And I
down.
need to,
Yeah,
that?
that's why we figured we could have it tonight.
So many years ago, I went to, actually we went together, to the Bread and Roses Festival up in Lawrence. And storyteller, wonderful storyteller named Sharon Kennedy. We're getting guitar. Sharon Kennedy did a story, and I have to admit at the time, you know, I was feeling so cool and everything. And, you know, I was part of the scene with all the musicians, and Sharon got up and did this story of what it was like to work in the mills. And it just slayed me. Fortunately, I was wearing sunglasses because the tears were just rolling down my cheeks. And I thought, okay, I gotta write a song. So this is the song. And it meant a lot to me then. It means a lot more to me now, especially the third verse, because now I get it. I get it. Step out the door and carry my sign like a candle of hope. I card the wool to make it clean. Been at this mill since I was 14. My father bought papers that state my age. I've been working here since that day. I am marching in the dark, soaked by fire hoses, and I am singing in the snow for bread and roses. This morning I walked to work in the snow, watched by the black mill windows. They watch what we do, so we watch what we say. For the water we drink, they take our pay. We are marching in the dark, soaked by fire hoses. We are singing in the snow for bread and roses. There's women that don't speak the language like me. There's women with 5 and 6 mouths to feed. They work the long days, they don't much complain. Get up each day just to start it again.
We've got two more if Art will allow us. So we started out with that Steve Earle song, City of Immigrants. And there's one of the verses, if you remember, was living in a city where the streets are paved with good intentions and a people's faith in the sacred promise a statue made. So this is a Joe Jenks song about the statue.
From far away, in distant lands, the tempest tossed with hopeful hearts and calloused hands, reach for the light, the torch held high, and cast your gaze upon the lady of the harbor, and she welcomes them with open arms. She says,
She always worries about breaking a string. Is that what I said? Check it in.
No.
No, something that's weird there. So we're going to end, first of all, by thanking Art for letting us play for you tonight. Some more great music coming up. You're going to have fun with Side by Each coming up next. We're going to end with a Crosby, Stills and Nash song that I believe was written by Stephen, who was a history buff, is a history buff. And this goes back to the Civil War. I think I see a valley covered with bones in blue. All the brave soldiers that cannot get older, asking after you. Swallow you, lay your body down. Thank you.
Now you drive us out to the
next one, the squeeze box.
Acapella.
Yeah, I did a note.
Okay.
All right. Okay, this is a song by the Who, Squeeze Box. Mama has a squeeze box, I think is the whole title. Here we go.
Oh, Mama's got a squeeze box. She wears on her chest. Daddy comes home and gets no rest, 'cause she's playing all night, and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night. All the kids don't eat, and the dog don't sleep without part of music in the whole damn street, 'cause she's playing all night, and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night. She goes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, 'cause she's playing all night, and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night. Squeeze me, come on and squeeze me, come on and tease me like you do. I'm so in love with you. Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night. She goes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. She's playing all night, and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night. In and out, in and out, in and out. And the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night.
That last one, don't
Oh, really? Can everybody out there hear me singing? No?
get closer.
Oh, closer, all right. I thought John said we don't have to be too close to it, so. But, okay. All right, let's see, what's next? Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. This is a Louvin Brothers song. I don't know if you know the Louvin Brothers, they were popular in the late 50s. Yeah. Yeah, great harmonies, those two. All right.
Hold back the rushing minutes, make the wind last still. Don't let the moonlight shine across the lonely hill. Gather all the raindrops, hold back the sorrow. My world has ended, my baby's gone.
The milkman brings the letters by just like he did before. The mailman brings the letters by just like he did before. They seem so busy all day long, as though there's nothing wrong. Don't they know my world has ended? My baby's gone.
Hold back the
Australian Welsh song.
You
Red clay
you
halo.
can't see, but she was giving me the finger up here. She go over there, she's giving me the finger. I said,
It's
Dolores!
not the first time, right, Rick?
Oh, well.
All right, red clay halo.
Well, the girls all dance with the boys from the city, and they don't care to dance with me. Now it ain't my fault that the fields are muddy, and the red clay stains my feet. And it's under my nails, it's under my collar, and it shows on the Sunday clothes. So I do my best to soap and water, but the darn old good won't go. But when I pass through the pearly gates, come I down instead, or just a red clay road with a red clay wings and red clay over my head. Now it's mud in the spring and it's dust in the summer, and it blows in crimson tide on the trees and leaves and the clouds of color like dirt on the mountainside. But when I pass through the pearly gate, come I down and gold instead, or just a red clay road with a red clay wing and red clay over my head. Now Jordan's banks are red and muddy, and the rolling water's wide. But I got no boat, so I'll be good and muddy when I get to the other side. But when I pass through the pearly gates, come I down the golden sand, or just a red clay road with red clay wings and red clay yellow mountains. I'll take that red clay road with the red clay wings and the red clay yellow mountains.
We're not at the end yet?
One more then.
One more and then-
then.
Okay, okay, great. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what we have.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Well, if I had money, I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown and buy a Mercury or two. I'm crazy about a Mercury load. I'm crazy about a Mercury, yeah. I'm gonna buy me a Mercury, sit up and down that road. Well, the girl I lost
Oh, Nashville.
Bless your heart for giving me such a great applause. Bless your heart for being here tonight.
I gotta go
I'm
more
gonna
to
do
the
my
camera. Wait a minute.
favorite song.
But your friends,
Where's the water?
Suck it in a little bit.
Can't suck these in. You know,
That's debatable.
Can somebody please pick up my pick that I left on that?
You can't pick it up, huh?
I don't want to.
Well, she might fall over. She stop hitting.
But I won't drown. I won't drown. All right. This is one of John's favorite songs.
These are going to be originals. I just met him in September, so I didn't know how John likes it. know what this thing was that you stick in. This is a song that I wrote a while back, but it really applies to every single traumatic event, weather event that's happening. So much so now. The last one was Jamaica. But they just keep going on and they're getting more fierce. So this is called Hungry Horizon. Actually, I wrote, my nephew was little and he was trying to save a tree, but this is about taking back the land in many ways. The animals are taking back the land, the people need to take back the land. Mama tells him say goodbye. I don't like the winter. But I love living in the winter. I don't like the winter. So this is my snowbird song. It's called Snowbird. I'm a singer-songwriter and also a nurse practitioner. And my field is in mental health. And I I deal a lot with PTSD, and this was related to a veteran with PTSD, but PTSD is happening all over the place with all the trauma of weather trauma and political trauma and whatever. So this is called Casualties of War. So this was written during the pandemic. And we all had to go in for nurses, so. And I think we're still dealing with the after effects, the traumatic after effects of the pandemic. There's kind of like another pandemic going on, I think. Different kind of pandemic. This is called channeling Athena. Athena is the goddess of wisdom and strength in the Greek mythology. Thank you. Thank you, Art.
a lover's glass, friendly wine, give this world, dream my dream with you, meet my California style.
My Uncle Diz, he doesn't look old enough to be around. This is a real pleasure. This is going to be, geez, jump on. Gotcha. Whatever that chord is.
Whatever the chord, Nicky.
I feel closer to Diz than I do to my own family.
Did you take a shower, Jim?
Yeah. Just for you, Rick.
Good thing.
This is just an absolute thrill, real pleasure. Thank you, Artie, for the invitation, and everybody who's here. It's just such a wonderful room. Everybody that's played so far tonight is just fabulous. I mean, just great. This is a song I learned a month or two ago. Kevin Kelly, we play at Newburyport Brewing Company. That's where it's kind of weird being outside of the place. I feel like a cartoon in the real world. But Kevin Kelly every year has these different events, and one of them is John Prine's birthday, and he does a tribute to John Prine. And you know, there's a lot of people. John Prine's pretty big around here, as I found out when I moved back from California. But this is one of Kevin's favorites, and I learned it for that show. And and I just love it. So it's called Far From Me. Cafe was closing. Warm summer night. Kathy was cleaning the spoons. Radio played hit parade. Hummed along with the tune. He asked me to change the station. That song drove her insane. We weren't, the music was playing. It's me trying to blame. Sky's black and still now. On the hill, the angels sing. Ain't it funny, an old broken heart? It's just like diamond ring. It's far, far from me. Leaned on my left leg. Parking lot dirt. Kathy was closing the lights. June bug flew. Warmth once new. Which for once weren't right. We used to laugh together, dance any old song. She still can laugh with me. Waits a second too long. Sky's black and still now. On the hill, the angels sing. Ain't it funny? No broken bottle. It's just like diamond ring. It's far, far from me. Started the engine, gave her some gas. for the worst. Will I still see you tomorrow? And I got too much to do. Well, a question, really a question. You know the answer to. The sky is black and still now. Of the hill, the angels sing. Isn't it funny? An old broken bar. It's just like time and rain. It's far, far from me.
This is going to be moving. Okay. There's lots of crossover tonight, and unknowingly, it is David Lindley night.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we got David Lindley and El Rayo X 2 times in one night. I'm Jim Gould, and this is El Rayo Diz. I'm a little out of whack.
I'm a lot of that.
Try to get myself in whack. Anything can happen next. I mean, it's been a great night of great music. We're about to put a stop to that.
A lot of tough acts to follow here.
So what was I doing? I was having a drink. I was having a drink down at the bar. Worry about my email, can't wash my car. Pretty little woman, say here, Joe, come along with me, I'll take off your Romeo. Took off my Romeo, took off my Romeo. Oh, that pretty little woman, she took off my Romeo. Took off my Romeo, took off my Romeo. Oh, that pretty little woman, she took off my Romeo. Light up my pipe, sit by the fire. Ooh. Sit by the embers, lost my desire. Go back to the bar, drink some old crow. I put on my smoking jacket, she took off my Romeo. She took off my Romeo. She took off my Romeo. So that pretty little woman, she took off my Romeo. She took off my Romeo.
ember, lost my desire. Go back to the bar, drink some more crow. Put on my smoking jacket, she took off my Romeo. Took off my Romeo. Took off my Romeo. So that pretty little woman, she took off my Romeo.
Couldn't decide about ending.
I woke up today and found frost perked on the town. It hovered in a frozen sky and gobbled summer down. When the sun turns straight to cold, shivering trees are standing in a naked row. I got the urge for going, never seem to go. And I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown. Summertime is falling down, winter's closing in. I had a girl in summertime with summer-colored skin. Heart could win. When the leaves came trembling down and the bully winds did rub their faces in the snow, she got the urge for going. I had to let her go. Winter's closing in. Now the warriors of winter cast a cold triumphant shout, and all that stays is dying, and all that lives is getting out. Flapping and racing on before the snow. They got the urge for going, they got the wings to go, and they get the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown. Summertime is a falling down, winter's closing in. Now apply the fire with kindling, hold the blanket to my chest.
get the urge for going, but I guess it's time to go. And I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning round. All her empires are falling down. Winter's closing in. Winter's closing in. Thank you. Joni Mitchell wrote that song. I got it from Tom Rock, so. Anyway, without further ado, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Jim.
All right, perfect. This one, we figured we'd have time for 5 songs, and we got the 4.
We did the math right.
And this is like, well, so what are we gonna do after, last? We got no choice. There's one song, I got one hit because of Adi. This is it. This is a story, actually, unfortunately, you haven't heard the story, so you're gonna hear it. But this is heard about 17 times. So anyway, I had a problem this time with my family home. It was a bad situation. It became vacant, which is never a good story. And I let a neighbor move in and rent it because he always liked the house and I wasn't using it. And he would never move out, never paid me. And then everything, it was just the worst. It was like hell. And it, but it's this life, right? But anyway, my neighbor was telling my neighbor about this, and he goes, "You need to see Marvin the Torch." I'm like, "Marvin the Torch?" He goes, "He can make brick burn." I'm intrigued. So anyway, it turns out he learned about this guy from Jimmy Breslin. Marvin was like the most famous arsonist in the United States, which is an inherent problem when you're the most famous arsonist.
Yeah.
So, but he had a signature move. He'd blow the roof off of any place that he was going to hit. And he just, every time he tried to blow them higher and higher and higher. And so he attracted some attention. He had a 3-man crew. It was himself, the Torch, the leader. And he had another guy who went in and he picked up all the gas cans. And then he had another guy with a wet blanket. And he was called the Blanket Man. And his job was to put them out if they went on fire. So he was the most valuable player. So anyway, Jimmy Breslin hears about this guy. He's doing time down in Florida. Well, the reason for that is actually he goes down to Florida to avoid the heat. Hooks up with a restaurant owner, and the restaurant's going under, feeling the restaurant arsonist, what could go wrong. So anyway, he says, "Oh, I'll do one more, as a favor for this guy." So they're down by Cape Canaveral, and he blew it higher than any of the rockets ever went. I mean, it was big news. So of course he gets fingered, in some penitentiary someplace, and Jimmy Breslin finds him. And he says, "Man, do you have any regrets?" And Marvin goes, "Yeah, the favor." He goes, "Favors are for pyromaniacs. Larceny is for professionals." This is called Marvin the Torch. Anyway, back in the Great Chelsea Fire, I went down there with my father, so I kind of meshed the two of them together and put Marvin's fingers all over the Great Chelsea Fire. So, hey, it's my song, man. Ready?
lost my way. Marvin the torch stashed shit underneath his porch. He was always ready to go, with his blanket man in tow. If your collar's getting tight, Marvin steps into the night. You'll be the next to learn he can make brick burn. Impalas in the nighttime, parked out on the street. The air smelled like smoke, blowing in the heat. Said it must have been a fuse. Bank called him a liar. Now they're packing him in the pews after the great Chelsea fire. Marvin the torch stashed shit underneath his porch. He was always ready to go, with his blanket man in tow. If your collar's getting tight, Marvin steps into the night. You'll be the next to learn he can make brick burn. Uncle Stephen's almost even, but he needs to know for sure. Maybe come up with a reason, get Marvin to one more. Maybe ask him a favor. Marvin turned up his nose. Favors are for pivos, you gotta pay the pros. Marvin the torch stashed shit underneath his porch. Was always ready to go, blanket man in tow. If your collar's getting tight, Marvin steps into the night. You'll be the next to learn he can make brick burn. Marvin the torch stashed shit underneath his porch. He was always ready to go, his blanket man in tow. If the collar's getting tight, Marvin steps into the night. You'll be the next to learn he can make brick burn. You'll be the next to learn he can make brick burn. Yeah, Marvin mostly lived, make it burn. Let's hear it for Diz. Thank you very much. All brave men and all true to their word. drop bombs to the country they love. Back then it was clear that the enemy was near. They answered the call, never gave in to their fear. All walks walk together and they never stall. For united we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, and divided we fall. When I was that age, getting hard to tell. Road for salvation from the road to hell. Worse than that now than I remember them then. Nothing to join and no force to defend. Hope ain't somewhere we hope to find. Hope is only a state of mind. Hope can change the way that you feel. Not when you're hoping for your next meal. Not when your hope is for your next meal. Thank you very much. That's it for me. Patty, thank you so much.
I was sitting in my hotel room, strumming my old guitar. Not much to do when you're far away and playing some smoky bar. I was feeling a little empty and feeling a little blue when the maid came in and asked me if she could do my room. I put down my old guitar and she gave me a smile. She had a crusty voice and a drinker's look, but she had a friendly style. She dusted my room and made my bed, and she talked of the days gone by. She spoke of when she wooed the man, and a tear came to her eye. And she said, I used to be a country singer. I could sing to me Patsy Cline. My husband, he could yodel like Will Carter. Kitty Wells was a real good friend of mine. Well, she told me that her husband died and his son was overseas. I could tell by her eyes and her broken smile she was lonely just like me. She asked me if I'd listen to a tape of when she was young. She said, I can't sing now, I forget the words and my voice is almost gone. And she said, I used to be a country singer. I could sing to me Patsy Cline. My husband, he could yodel like Will Carter. Kitty Wells was a real good friend of mine. Oh, I cried inside, but I couldn't tell if it was for her or for me. So I grabbed my axe and we sang a song in two-part harmony. Ever since that day when I'm feeling down and I can't find a happy tune, I just think of that maid and the feeling she gave when she came to clean my room. And she said, I used to be a country singer. I could sing to me Patsy Cline. My husband, he could yodel like Will Carter. Kitty Wells was a real good friend of mine. I used to be a country singer. I could sing Patsy Cline, a husband he could yoke like Will Carter. Katie Wells was a real good friend of mine. Katie Wells was a really good friend of mine.
Thank you for that.
Let's go. All right, one more. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. We'll do one more tune, and then you can put the chairs away if you'd like, and we'll wrap it up, and we'll see you back on January 17th. And we have confirmation that Ric Page will be doing a half-hour set, and Yuri, Dolly's grandson, will be doing a half-hour set. And, by the way, you probably don't know this about Rick, but I came up with a new name for him. I'm calling him Baskin Robbins. He doesn't even know that yet. The reason is he told me the other day he has 31 guitars. So I think from now on I'm gonna call him Baskin Robbins. This is a Gordon Lightfoot tune. It's called Did She Mention My Name? And again, we both love the tune. It's so nice to meet an old friend and pass the time of day and talk about the hometown a million miles away. Is the ice still in the river? Are the old folks still the same? And by the way, did she mention my name?